Sup, you fucking losers. Welcome to the Foolish Youths podcast. So, today we have a special guest along with Dave Brunsting.
Hello, friends.
We got Caleb Vandergeest.
Dude, you gotta change the intro.
No, man, we're sticking with the intro. Sorry. But I mean, you need those kind of like intense fucking intros so that people are like, fucking losers. What's he talking about?
And Caleb, if you're just gonna shit over this podcast the entire time, there's the door, okay?
Change it to Jake Paulers. Or Daniel Baczynski's.
Sup you... Dude, I'll put that in the edit. I'll be like, sup you fucking Jake Paulers. Is that what you want? Will that make you happy?
Yep.
Alright. But yeah, Caleb Vandergeest, another person from our past, I guess. Good dude.
Not the present. Or the future,
yeah, we've moved on.
We moved on. He just kind of showed up today and we're like, oh, fuck.
We're walking outside and this car comes out of nowhere and we're like, shit. It's Caleb.
It's fucking Caleb. No, but honestly, it's really good to have you on the show. We're going to have some publicity for our millions of fans for you. So if you want to shout out your Instagram.
No, Instagram's private.
Yeah.
Don't follow.
Don't follow. I don't even think we put well, no. I would never put like a private
Yeah,
Instagram.
I don't want to be associated with this shit show.
Yeah.
Advertises Instagram, but it's private.
Oh man, my biggest fear with this is that like one day I'll say something really fucking stupid on this podcast, and then I'll be getting a job and they'll find this with like 5 views on each video, and they'll look at one of them and I'll say something really stupid. They'll be like, "Yeah, we can't hire you anymore."
That's the risk you're gonna have to take, man.
Yeah, I mean, for the podcast, I'm willing to do it.
What if your job is the podcast?
Whoa.
Didn't think of that.
Whoa.
And then you fired yourself.
I have a big meeting with myself, just looking at myself in the mirror like, what the fuck is this? You're harshing the podcast name, bro. But yeah, so I think we're going to start off with some crazy work stories.
Woot woot.
So for those of you who've been watching, Roger, him and I are not at good terms anymore. Shit got bad real fast, and now he'll just look at me, give me like a leer that I know he doesn't like me, and then walk away. And at this point, I don't give a shit anymore about this guy, so I do not talk to him. I make an effort not to make eye contact with him, but it's really awkward because we still work at the same station, so we have to wrap up computers and shit like that. And to do that, it's a two-man team. And when you have 2 people that don't like each other trying to do that, it's not fun. Like, I straight up think he's trying to kill me every time we do it. Because I gotta grab a pump truck and, like, lift this thing. And every time while I'm lifting, he pushes forward, and the fucking pump truck spears me in the gut. Like, I have, like, bruises all over my chest now.
Oh, it sounds like an abusive relationship.
Dude, I straight up last time, I'm like, Roger, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Are you gonna trying to kill me or something? And he's just like, whoa. And he won't talk to me. He'll just do like little murmurs. He'll be like, I'm getting the skid. And I'm like, what? It's so funny. But yeah, so he does that. And the other day, he didn't show up for like a good 10 to 15 minutes after break. I'm like, what the fuck? He just decided he was just gonna watch the rest of the FIFA game that was on in the break room. And our boss is like, yo, where's Roger? And we're all like, I don't know. And he just comes back, he's like, oh, I need to finish the FIFA game.
I don't have a job to do.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? But other than that, it's been pretty tame. Although he's found kind of fresh blood. There's a new kid that's like across from us that he started talking to.
No.
And I turned around and all I was thinking is, I need to tell him who this guy is. But at the same time, I'm thinking, let him suffer so I don't have
the
to.
sacrificial lamb.
man.
Yeah, so I just like keep quiet at my station, and the kid's got that fake smile every time this guy tries to talk to him. He's like, yeah, that is very cool. That is a table. Because this guy, all his jokes are the same. It's like, oh, this is the table. Ha ha. And everyone's like, it's not fucking funny, Roger.
Pretty funny.
Okay, maybe you should work with him, because if you think that's funny, then he's got a lot of good jokes.
I think if
right?
anything, these stories have taught us anything, is that we need to get Roger on the podcast.
Dude, oh my gosh. The worst thing is that you will ask him something so simple like, hey, do you have a drill bit? And it'll take about 5 to 10 minutes for him to just answer the question. He'll repeat your question about 5 times and ask you why you need the drill bit, and then go back to repeating the question.
It's a second language, man.
Well, it is.
man.
Yeah.
Or it's his
fucking
third
racist.
language, bro. He learned Russian, Iranian, and then
English.
Canadian.
Canadian.
English.
Oh.
You learn Canadian, bro. We have our own language, kind of. Like when
It's
people,
friendly.
it's very friendly.
That's
Yeah.
what it's called.
I speak friendly. You know, Canadian. Yeah, good shit. But yeah, that's it for my work stories. Anyone got anything exciting?
Man, I had a crazy day at work on Saturday, dude. We were unloading a whole truck full of toilets, man. It's everything I was looking for. Sorry, Caleb's a big professional and he has to take calls every once in a while.
He's got to take calls every once in a while. So our guest star is already taking a quick break, but we'll keep the podcast going.
Yeah, so yesterday they were like, it was Saturday, like 20 people in, and just nobody gives a shit, man. Like, they're like, you want to use a forklift? Sure. You want to use an electronic pump jack thing that you've never been trained for? Sure. And I'm like going around on this like probably like this machinery that's like a ton just zipping around the warehouse.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Never used it before.
Dude, that's one thing I noticed. If I ever did have to work at Green Tech for the rest of my life, I'd just become a forklift driver. I'd get my license and do that because that shit looks kind of fun. And also, you just get to sit down all day ripping around in those. Do you guys have to honk? Like
Yeah,
20
but nobody
fucking times?
does though.
Oh, dude. They had a big meeting about that, so now, like, guys, when they come by, all you hear is... It's so funny. Oh, man, it's so loud, but, yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice because that the supervisor I was in with, he just did not care. Like, we're just like, man, we've gotten, like, nothing done. Talking to him, like, at 10 o'clock. We started at 7. He's like, that's fine. And, like, later in the shift, we went to get water. We went to the opposite end of the warehouse because we all had machines to drive. And then we're just sitting there drinking water. The guy, like, drives by, kind of looks at us because we're really, like, I don't know, like, a kilometer away from where we're supposed to work. And then he's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, man. Let's hope your doesn't hear about this or else.
Whoa, you can't say the name. I have a non-disclosure agreement, man.
Oh, fuck. Now I'm going to have to beep out shit again. Oh, my gosh.
Man, they gave me one this week, and I was like, I don't know.
Ooh. Dude, honestly, some of these jobs, like, I took my job thinking it was pretty chillax, but that shit, like, the security on it, since we have to deal with the hardware and shit, is so crazy. Like, we have to go through a metal detector, have to have a security guard check us. It's like going through the airport.
To get to your work?
To get in and out of the factory.
Oh. Expensive stuff, man.
Yeah, well, the thing is, shit could get stolen so easily if you don't do that, so...
True.
Well, you're probably dealing with pretty valuable technology.
Yeah,
right?
apparently like $1 billion worth of, like the U.S. lost $1 billion worth of stuff because people were just grabbing computers out of the garbage and checking the files and learning like bank information, all that. So anyone out there listening, give your shit to Green Tech, man. We will take care of it right and nothing will get stolen.
Or just give it to me. I'm basically a one-man Green
Yeah,
Tech.
that's how we pay for this podcast,
Yeah.
bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I guess in political news, since we are actually very smart when it comes to politics, I took a politics class in grade 10. So.
I took one in
grade
university.
Yo, do you remember that politics class with Marcus?
That was careers.
No, that
Oh, it was
was
careers.
no careers was Vanenkum, bro.
Oh no, it was. I know what you're talking about, but it wasn't called politics.
Oh no, it wasn't called politics. It was called
It's called something with the C.
calamity.
This is great podcast content.
I don't know, but I remember that.
Yeah, oh man, she sucked. She fucking sucks so bad. But yeah, I mean, we don't want to get into that. She's a good woman, although I don't even think she has internet, so she'll never even hear this
No,
story.
she's married now. And
What?
she's the principal.
Oh, I knew about that. Wasn't that
Oh,
why
I
she
got-
left?
Actually, I gotta tell you a story that I was thinking about today.
So this is about a former teacher of ours from high school.
So she works up in Ontario, and for you know how they go to Tobermory for our grade
Yeah.
in grade 9. They went camping somewhere with the grade 12s, and you know those plastic like handcuffs
Yeah.
that like impossible to break. So they were out, and like in the middle of the night, the kids like put those plastic handcuffs on the tent doors so they couldn't open them and get out, and then they were lighting off fireworks like, all in the park.
Oh, that is so sick.
When I heard that was funny.
Oh,
I can just
man.
imagine all the teachers like struggling together.
Fireworks on!
That is actually amazing.
We should have done that.
Yeah, we should have. Man, we were fucking lame though. All we had was like relationship problems on our Tobermory trip.
Not me, man.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey.
Dude, that was when I like first freaking like met you guys. Like I know Dave. It was you, me, and Juan.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Juan. He's gonna become a pilot, so maybe he'll sponsor us once he makes millions.
I
But
put no podcast on the air.
he'll put it on the plate. Wouldn't that be hilarious? And everyone's just like, yo, I don't want to listen to some fucking kid swearing the whole time. But too bad. That's what they have to deal with. But
Networking.
yeah, we were just doing the most random shit while like all these people were having these quote unquote relationship problems.
This is in grade 9
It's
too.
like
so
sex
it's
like grade 9.
Exactly. It's like, how the fuck is this going on
I
right
remember
now?
there was that one guy like the morning after, like, man, this guy kissed 2 girls in one night, man.
Whoa. What a player. What a grade 9 player. For them, okay, I guess I'm wrong. Relationships.
I'm right.
I mean, if you can find 2 things to prove his point wrong, then
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Heisenberg, probably one of the fucking chillest dudes, I guess. he was pretty funny, just because poor guy did not have much control in his class.
man, nothing makes me more happier than a teacher with no self-confidence. You just overrule.
Oh, man. But yeah. Oh, shit. Weren't we supposed to get political? Alright, we're getting fucking political, alright? The summit happened. North Korea and the US of A meted together. Trump, Kim Jong-un had a denuclearization plan. And when that was told, you know what was on the news? Why didn't you talk about human rights? Why didn't you do this? What? No one even talked about denuclearization. Do you notice that?
Man, I don't watch the news.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I gotta stop watching the news because it just pisses me off. Because all they talked about was like, oh, well, why didn't you talk about human rights and all that? It's like, yo, one step at a fucking time, man. Like, this is my opinion. He got something Obama, Bush, Clinton didn't even come close to.
Yeah.
You know, like they couldn't even talk to Kim Jong.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have bias in the media with regard to Trump. Like they treat him like a dictator, but it's very much something that goes 2 ways. Like during the Obama administration, he would be meeting with I think dictators from like the Middle East and stuff, and you can literally find clips of commentators who right now are praising Trump, saying he should have a Nobel Peace Prize, saying back to them, why is Obama meeting with dictators? Why is he legitimizing them? Right?
Yeah, I guess for every good thing, there's gonna be 20,000 bad things that
Yeah.
people are gonna pick up on. But yeah, okay, that's true. It's funny though, because now the people that call Trump a dictator are calling that shit out when they didn't call that out on Obama.
Yeah,
Isn't that funny?
it goes both ways. It's pretty messed up if you ask me. Like the thing with like the media now is that you can really just sculpt a story however way you want.
Yeah, there's
you can
no-
just find some facts to verify a review and just
There's no integrity anymore.
No.
That's what I find, and it's really bad. Like fucking Vice. I know they're not a big news stream.
They're like
but
a
a lot of
YouTube
people.
channel, aren't they?
Yeah, and they do a lot of website shit, and they just say the dumbest shit
Oh, yeah.
all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And people actually listen to it too. But I mean, the people who listen to that are the same people who get into commentating wars or comment wars in Facebook
Oh yeah.
videos. Those are my
I
favorite.
love that. I did that. I was going on Warriors fan pages.
Oh yeah. Tell us about that.
Did you see that? I was like, one of the screenshots I had, I like would go on and you gotta pick their new posts, so then like your comment is up there. Like it's not like the top comment. And I went on to just one, and I typed in, I was like, 50 snake emojis, and then it was like, KD sucks. And I like completely forgot about it, and then 5 days later I like look at my Instagram and it's just like, this one person commented, he's like, no, KD's unstoppable. Who cares if he joined the Bay? And then this other guy was just like, so does your mom. I was like, whoa.
Oh,
You did
man.
not just say that.
Dude, you can't mess with Kevin Durant
Man.
and not expect your mom to be insulted. That's just how the world works.
Yeah, so we're calling a hit on that individual now.
Yeah. Fuck that guy, man. But
Oh, yeah.
it's so fun to troll people like that online because they get so frustrated by the fact that you're not listening, but it's just no one cares.
Oh yeah.
But what are you gonna do, huh? You ever thought about going back and fighting your war a little bit more on Instagram, just being like, Kevin Durant's a bitch or some shit like that?
Dude, it just gets clouded. Like, so many people, so many like arguments. I just want to pick one Warriors fan and just end him. I'm so mad. I hate Kevin Durant, dude.
Oh, really? You hate Kevin Durant?
I hate him.
Why?
Why do you think?
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of
The
basketball.
reason
I
why
just
people
got into
hate
it.
Kevin Durant is because he lost in the conference finals to the Golden State Warriors, who had like 72 wins. Like they're like literally the best team in the league.
And they were up 3-1. Like they are one game away 3 times to win. And then they lost. And then the team that they lost to lost 4-3 in the finals. And then he joined them.
Oh.
And he was like one of the top 3 players in the world at that time. And they were already like a contender. Like he could have been injured that whole season and they could have won.
Damn.
like joining the Warriors essentially made the NBA playoffs just a non-contest.
Yeah, that's true because
Yeah.
it's like
For
who's
2
versing
years.
Golden State this year, you know? Or
Yeah.
which team is LeBron on that's gonna verse Golden
Yeah.
State?
This year was more like the Western like Houston was pretty good. But like everyone knew the Cavs couldn't win. Maybe if they won game 1.
Yeah.
But
Like
Who did Houston? I know one of their big players got injured.
yeah, Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
They were up 3-2 and then Chris Paul was injured for the last 2 games.
Oh,
Yeah, so they could have won. They actually
Yeah.
could have won.
oh man,
And
James.
Chris Paul makes a big difference.
Yeah, I love James Harden though with a big beard. He looks
hate him.
so crazy without his beard on though. Like
Yeah, and
so
it
different.
looks so different.
there's a reason why he has it.
That's true. But that's with almost every fucking like really good player. They all look like fucking weirdos. Like have you ever noticed like Ovechkin is the ugliest fucking dude ever. I'm straight up
Crosby's
calling
not
him
ugly.
out. Crosby, yeah. I mean he kinda
Crosby looks like your typical Canadian guy.
yeah, he does.
But like Malkin's ugly.
Yeah. Malkin
Maybe
is-
just the Russians are ugly.
Oh,
Oh, dude.
whoa.
Hey,
I mean,
that
Don't
was a
say that
joke.
here.
I mean, so far we've only named Ovechkin and Malkin. So
Like I'm just reading between the lines. I'm not saying I agree with it, but you're kind of saying.
yeah, I mean, take it as you will, I guess.
Datsuk isn't ugly.
I mean, he wasn't good looking. Would you, if you were a chick and you saw Datsuk in a bar, would you buy him a drink? If you didn't know he had millions.
I don't know, dude.
What kind of weird question is that?
I don't think he's ugly. I think he's like that. I'm sorry. I think he's like the average guy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't really want to pull out Datsuk's picture. You want, no, we're doing
No,
it.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Dude, we got to now. You can't bring up Datsuk and
That's yuck.
Datsuk.
I used to be a Red Wings fan.
Oh man. So,
Oh, he's ugly.
dude, you're telling me? Look at this dude. You're telling me that's average?
Yeah, that's ugly.
I mean,
You guys set the bar.
Comment below on whether or not Pavel Dasky is ugly. Tackling the real issues here on Foolishness.
yeah, we just like to make fun of people's appearance, but I mean, if they care, then they're fucking petty, all right? Because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
making millions of dollars, and we're just some shitty, fucking young adults talking shit. So like,
Yeah.
who cares, right?
Right.
I hope though one day a whole bunch of Red Wings fans come out like, fuck you, man, fuck your mom. Your mom's ugly, you know? Because that's what's gonna happen if we ever do get views.
That's the dream.
But so far, don't think that's gonna happen. So I think we're good. I think we're safe for right now. But yeah, so a lot of big stars are ugly. I think we've covered that ground. Unless you're in Hollywood, then you have to be beautiful, or you have to be funny. Have you ever realized that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's crazy though? I was reading online. Did you notice ever since Harvey Weinstein has been kind of taken down, Jennifer Lawrence has gotten less and less movie deals,
Okay.
and a lot of people think that she was very closely knit with Weinstein,
Okay.
and that might be the reason why she was like Hunger Games, Sparrow, Passenger, all these fucking
Well, she's
movies.
also a good actor, I would argue.
She's a good actor.
She's a mediocre
No,
actor.
she's a good
at
actor.
best.
She's hot. Like, she has a good personality. Like, you see on those, like, late night shows. She's always cracking wise jokes.
Oh my gosh. No, let's not even get started with how stupid fucking late night shows are. Oh man. Jimmy Fallon has got the worst fake laugh ever. I'm calling him out right now. Have you ever watched one of those late night shows and like watched him laugh?
Like, slaps the
He
table.
slaps the table. He's like, I'm like, oh, jeez, man. We know you're not. You don't think it's funny, but I mean, and why do they always have that random guy standing off to the
Oh,
side
that fat guy?
just to give, just to give commentary?
It's like standing at the drums, but he doesn't never drums.
oh
What's
man.
he doing?
Oh, it's so funny though, because like Fallon will say a joke and then the guy will just be like, haha, that's funny, and then say the exact same joke. It's like, why are you here? Go home. Who gave you a mic? But I mean, maybe some people find it funny, because I don't find a lot of fucking humor nowadays funny. I find a lot of it's
You're on
so
a different
fake.
level, aren't you?
Dude. I'm kind of a comedy expert, a lot of
Oh
people
my
say.
gosh, dude.
So when other people find stuff funny, I can just kind of see through it and see what's not funny, you know? Like Thor Ragnarok. You think that's a very funny
I thought
movie.
it was funny.
Dude.
I thought it was pretty funny.
It's not.
Dude, I don't know why you
Dude.
don't think it's funny.
It's so forced. Every joke.
How is it not funny?
Alright, let's go to the beginning of the movie, alright? I will give it that when he was talking to the skeleton, I'm like, okay, that's kind of funny.
Oh, when he was like chained up?
yeah, he's like, oh,
That wasn't that funny.
what?
Wait,
that
what?
was like the one good joke I think they had in like the whole movie.
Like funny isn't just like cracking jokes, but like I thought it was pretty funny when like the Hulk was talking and like saying dumb stuff. Like that was pretty funny. Like or like, dude, you gotta say you laughed when he like jumped out and just like died on the bridge when he was gonna turn into the Hulk.
Oh, okay.
You know that was funny.
I mean, I saw it coming. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that coming from a mile away. So when it
It was in
happened,
the trailers.
was it? I didn't watch the trailers, but well, see. But then the trailers ruined it. Like if I saw that, then when it actually happened in the movie, I would have been like, oh, okay. I mean, I find Marvel movies are very predictable. Where anytime there's gonna be a joke like that, where you think it's gonna be intense, and then it's like, oh wait, that's a joke, haha. That's what happens every single fucking time now. Like, it would have been funny if they didn't do that in every single moment, but every single moment's like that, you know? He was in the depths of hell or whatever. He's like, puts his hand out for the Thor hammer and then it doesn't show up, and he's like, oh, just wait a second. I'm like, ha ha ha, that's funny, yeah, wow, what a surprise. His hammer doesn't come in the right time. It's every single time now. They never just have a good action scene. You can't disagree with
Yeah,
me.
they do. They do have good action scenes.
Well, they have good action scenes, but is there ever an action scene that's not broken by some random, stupid, shitty, like, comedic moment?
Let me think. I'll list off like 5 on the top of my head.
All right.
Actually, I'll just list off. Let me think for a sec.
Okay, he
Alright.
can't off the top of his head.
I got one. At the end of the one movie,
Oh.
Civil War, when they're fighting, it's Iron Man versus them two, and they're just like, and he's mad because he found out that they killed their mom, and they're just like beating the shit out of each other for like 20 minutes, and there's no joke. I watched it on YouTube like 2 days ago.
Okay.
It was on my recommendation.
There's one. You got 4 more to go.
4 more to go. Wow. Okay. Let me think.
Okay, why don't we just agree that the majority of these scenes are ruined by jokes? But they
No!
they kind of pepper in.
Like sometimes the fight will stop and they'll, you know. Okay, there is jokes. That's comic relief, but you act like it's so destroyed by their failed humor.
Dude, it is, though. They
What
pretty
about
much...
Infinity War?
Infinity War,
I can list off like 5 fights in Infinity War. Where there was
No,
jokes.
bro. Every fucking war in Infinity
What about
War.
when Thanos stabbed? some
Okay,
Stark?
that was at the end of a war. But
That's the
during-
middle of the fight. The whole freaking movie was a fight, and you just expect them not to throw in some jokes.
Well, no, but every single, like, action sequence, like, okay, for Thanos, they were having this intense fight. Also goes to, like, Spider-Man, who's like, oh, shit. Like, it's like, oh.
Because that's not okay. Yeah,
I mean...
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
Spider-Man's a
that's
comic relief
Spider-Man's
character.
that's
Yeah.
Spider-Man's
Yeah.
personality.
Okay, I'll let that one go then.
Yeah, stop.
But...
You're out of ideas.
No.
I know you are.
Dude, there's so many times. Like, for example,
I can list off some times where it happened right now if I want to, but like I'm not going to.
Oh, okay. He's just gonna hold
Like
that
I know,
information
like
back.
we're both right, but like you're tearing them down but that's part of the cinematic universe. Like that's what they do,
So
and people like it. Like it's not just because you don't like it.
children like it, and that's it.
I like it.
You're a child.
Christian likes it.
Whoa, okay, whoa. That just made it. That just raised the bar up here. Big lawyer.
I think
Old
that
people like it too.
Yeah,
Like
well,
I was talking to one girl.
man,
at our
old
church.
people are basically children, man.
when it comes to
Nice.
comedy, they
Nice.
are.
We're the only other people, young adults and children.
Dude, well, okay. This is gonna sound really like conceited and make me seem like such a prick, but most people don't really like the common people when they watch a movie.
The common people.
That was the worst thing I could have just said. But most people, when they go to see a movie, they'll just like see a joke and they'll just laugh. They won't really think about the jokes. They won't really. But like for me, I always analyze like
That's how
the
you
jokes.
think about jokes.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like some of them are actually funny. Like I'll think like it's not like someone will say a joke and I'll just like rethink it in my words. Like, oh, we could have said it this way. That wasn't that funny. Actually, it doesn't actually make sense. Like I drop jokes all the time and you guys are giggling, but none of them make any
Dude,
sense.
yeah, because yours are fucking funny, man. They just come out of nowhere and they're always hilarious. But that's the thing. With jokes comes timing. And I find Marvel movies don't have timing anymore. It's almost like they're on a schedule of jokes. I'm never surprised by a joke anymore.
Okay, I see what you mean, but you kind of gotta think of yourself as a director, and the like, let's say what was it like the first Avengers, and they're fighting like at the end, like that massive battle in New York, and it was like a half hour, and they're not just gonna have a reoccurring scene of fighting for a half hour, because then it's actually just boring because it's just fighting.
They need
and
stuff to change the
they need to
pace.
put like different stuff in it, like.
Yeah.
And you can put like different action scenes and stuff, like there's like two other people fighting and there's like blah 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 going on, but then you gotta put some dialogue in there.
That's true. But okay, to be fair, the one thing I'll say is the first Marvel Avengers movie, I'd say that was probably one of the best Marvel movies out there. Like that's the one I personally like, because for me at that point they weren't so predictable that, like, for example, when Loki got fucking whipped around by Hulk, and you remember that? He was like,
that was funny.
that was funny, because I didn't expect that, because they didn't do that every fucking scene like they do now, you know?
Well, they had that one scene where like they're like Loki, he killed 80 people, and Thor's like, he's adopted.
Oh, okay. Again, see, at that point, but that's because Marvel
Yeah, how's
movies
that
were
not
still fresh at that point.
'Cause it was
you didn't
fresh.
expect it. But nowadays, it's so saturated. They make every single Marvel movie the exact same that it's just.
Okay, I'll say Age of Ultron was a shitty movie because they basically repeated the Avengers. But they added some stuff, but they basically did the same thing. Like Black Widow got caught or whatever.
Yeah.
They added Vision, which was different. But then like the fight at the end was the exact same thing, except they were on.
Man, they lifted like a city up in the sky, didn't they?
Yeah, well, like the terrain doesn't matter. It's just how they fight. Like they're
Yeah.
all like they're all together in that one place, like this the chapel, like
Yeah.
doing their thing. But like some of them are actually like Captain America movies. Like the first one was like the new one, so you can't really put that in. But
I like
Winter
the new
Soldier
one.
was completely different. Like it was
Yeah.
pretty intense. Civil War was like all about like was completely different. You can't even add that in. You can't say like it's the same because they completely changed like the whole scenario of the cinematic universe. Or like Iron Man 2, you could kind of say the same, but Iron Man 3, like he was dealing with like I don't even think I've seen it, but he was dealing with like anxiety
knowledgeable
attacks the whole
expert.
time, and
Yeah.
he's like wants to destroy suits, and like that was like an actual like intense movie.
Oh, see, I wouldn't say Iron Man 3 is a good movie though, because I'm not gonna lie, Iron Man used to be my fucking favorite Marvel hero.
Dude, he's the man.
I hate him now. He's
Who's
the
your favorite now? Who's
worst.
your favorite now?
Black Panther, bro. He was badass. He was
Okay,
fucking
he's pretty
sick.
sick.
All right,
He's pretty
he's.
Do you know why you don't like
Black Panther was a different movie.
He doesn't make jokes. The Black Panther, it wasn't like there wasn't a lot of humor in Black Panther.
He's not
yeah,
always
there was.
like
No,
there-
but not in action scenes though.
like
Okay, yeah, and actually,
see, Black Panther would
There was a
take
lot of
time.
humor, though.
But
Yeah, it
Black
was-
Panther
it was
would
pretty
take time to say its jokes. They'd have like a moment for comedy, which for me is much better because it's like, all right, this moment's for comedy, this moment's for action, and when you keep combining them together, in the end it just waters down both of them.
But
so
yeah,
it's not as funny and it's not as intense.
but they throw in like that. Remembering Black Panther, like the start of it, there was like a
Yeah.
like separate.
You say it's a different genre.
I'm saying that some people expect, like, if you're expecting the movies to have no comedy, that's just not going to happen because it's geared towards kids.
That's true. Yeah.
And like other people.
Marvel movies, like, one of the best parts of them for a majority of the audience is the humor in it. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't watch it because of big comic book nerds, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
It's a balance.
honestly,
okay?
that's
and
fair.
I agree with you that the balance is a bit out of whack lately, but I think that there has to be some sort of humor there.
Oh, there definitely has to be humor, but for earlier Marvel movies, it was more mid-aged, I think, kind of directed to for like older teens to young adults. That's what I would say early Marvel movies are. But now that they've realized that they can cash in a lot more money on kids because kids will want to see it, they'll want to buy the merchandise, they'll
buy
want to
the
do all
parents.
that.
Kids are going to see it no matter what.
Yeah, but I mean, now it's so directed toward, I'd say, the younger audience that for me, it's been ruined a little bit. I think the Marvel universe has become quite weak.
Okay, I know what you're saying, but like when it started, I would still say it was geared towards kids. Like Iron Man, Captain America, like they're just typical hero movies.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is geared towards kids. And like Ragnarok was definitely like supposed to be for kids, but like they do have some intense movies like what I said, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Iron Man 3, where he was dealing with like panic attacks and all that shit.
Yeah.
And like Infinity War. Like Infinity War was for everyone. Like it had comedy, but like everyone wanted to see it.
Well, yeah, because
and they can't gear these movies, like they can't be like, okay, Ragnarok's gonna be for kids, Infinity War's gonna be for everyone, Winter Soldier's gonna be for like young adults, blah blah blah, because everyone's gonna see these movies. They're so big now.
I don't know. I mean, okay, those are fair points. I'll give you that. Those are very fair points. I still think they overdo it with the comedy, but I think we're gonna leave it there. That was a solid argument.
I'm right.
Comment below.
You're
Comment
right.
below on who you agree with.
Comment if you think Caleb's right.
Yeah.
If you
Like,
don't,
subscribe, and comment if you think Caleb is right.
And I think we're gonna get into another fat argument because I want to bring up cinema sins and how fucking stupid they are. All right, cinema sins. If you watch this, your channel's garbage. All right, I'm gonna say that
my
right now.
goodness.
I know they're gonna be like, oh, well, you don't even have a channel. Like if they ever did watch this, but
they won't.
They won't. So I don't think it'll matter. But I'm sorry, cinema sins is so bad.
God.
And if you read the comments too, everyone says that now. Every single time they do one of their cinema quote unquote sins, they sin shit that just happens in movies. Like, for example,
they sin the dumbest shit, but I still think it's like
nitpicking. That's the point of the movies.
it's not like when I watch it, it's not like I'm sitting there and they say something like, like it's actually funny. Like I'm just watching and I'm entertained. But like some of the shit, like there's no doubt that some of the shit is dumb as fuck. like every single one you pull up anyone right now, it'll be like the first one will be like 50 seconds of logos or something like that.
Yeah.
And then one other thing will be like they're chilling in a room and it's like this movie's supposed to be set in 1959, but the poster in the back is from 1962. And shit, it'll just be stupid shit like that. But I'm still entertained when I watch it. And sometimes it'll give you a giggle.
yeah. See, for me, it's just frustrating though because you watch it and like, for example, I watched the Hateful Eight one, which I'm a big fan of. And some of the shit they will sin just doesn't make any sense, you know? Like, I just don't understand how people find it funny when someone will say, like, oh, this is a scenic shot, and then add a sin. I'm like, what? No, that's not a sin. That's just something that happened. Yeah. Dude, watch The Hateful Eight, and they're like, oh, Quentin Tarantino loves the widespread shot, or something like that, because that whole movie was shot on a special camera. I forget what it was, but it was like, I think the landscape was like twice as big, which to me looked really cool. And they started giving it sins, like giving it shit for stuff that's just part of movies. To me, I find it frustrating to watch because it just doesn't make any sense. Like if you're gonna do cinema sins, then do real sins, not just dumbass nitpicking of things that aren't sins.
They actually used to do that. Like their original videos were like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, and
but now they're like 20 minutes long, and they drag it out a lot. But I like. Look at their videos. They get like 10 million views on every single one. Or like the big ones, they'll get like 20 million. Like people watch their videos. They're stupid things, but like people watch it.
And the point of cinema sins, like one of the things they do is nitpicking. Like it's sins. Like anything remotely wrong a movie does, right?
Yeah. So like they actually are just like.
And if they sin something that happens in all movies, that maybe they're just like saying that shouldn't be in movies, right?
Yeah.
They pick out random shit. Like, they've pointed it out. They've been like, yeah, we just picked the most random, irrelevant shit out of movies and it's in them.
See, but I guess that's where I'm different because I just don't find what they do funny. Because, like, all they do is talk really fast.
It's just one guy.
Nitpick some dumbass shit. Is it just one guy?
Well, it's one commentator.
There's two guys.
I'm sure there's a whole
two
team.
guys,
Yeah.
and they live in their apartment together. I watched the cinema sin themselves.
Yeah, I saw that, but that was weak, bro. They went weak on themselves.
Why don't we send them in?
What are they gonna do? They're gonna be like, I have 5 ex-girlfriends. And they all dump me. Like, no, ding. Like, no. Like, they're like, I remember one of them was just like, yeah, we sin the most random shit that's irrelevant to the movie, but like, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. The worst is the knockoffs, and you like click on it, and it's just like, oh, it's just like it's, everything wrong with blah blah blah, and I think it's CinemaSins, and I click on it, and it's like some random ass guy like saying it, and I'm like, I need to get off this channel.
My favorite though is when it's like those 12-year-old kids who are trying so hard to like keep up the pace. And it's
Or
just,
Cinema Wins is worse.
ugh.
Oh, it's gross. Like, I love what they did with the shot here.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I kind of like Honest
Turn it
trailers
off.
better than CinemaSins. If I'm being
I don't
honest.
watch honest trailers.
I used to. Again, I found they kind of. I don't know. I don't know.
Man, we should rename this podcast "Dan Hates Everything."
Yeah,
Like, jeez.
Oh man, I don't know. I just think there's a lot of things that everyone just kind of like hops on because other people like it, but I just don't think it's good. Because I think some people look at CinemaSins as an actual thing to look at movies, and then they'll comment those same sins as like their reasons why they don't like the movie. And to me, that just frustrates me because
Well, those guys are idiots,
Yeah.
man. You can't take those videos seriously.
I mean, I guess I've been looking at these videos wrong then, but I still think they're bad. I don't think they're funny. I don't think any of their sins really make any sense like 90% of the time. Because I get that it's humor, but when humor just doesn't make sense, to me that just isn't funny anymore. Because like every once in a while you say a joke that doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, well that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But when that's your foundation to how you put out comedy, it's not fucking funny. But you guys can disagree if you want, but I still think CinemaSins is weak and not funny.
Okay, point taken. I don't watch a lot of CinemaSins, to be honest. But I think it's like if the video, if it has a lot of stupid shit, but it also points out like fundamental flaws in the movie, I think that's a good video. But if it's just doing stupid shit, then I kind of see your point where it's not really a quality video.
I mean, there are a few, I'll give them, where they actually point out some really good shit. But, for example, I watched the one about the circus with Hugh Jackman. Did you see that movie?
No.
Well, they did a whole CinemaSins on that. And every other fucking sin was about how this guy in real life was a shitty person. And
Hugh Jackman?
yeah, Hugh Jackman circus movie. I forget what it was called.
Okay.
It was like a musical too. But every single time, like they'd make him look nice in the movie. They'd be like, "Oh, well, in real life, he was actually an asshole." It's like, well, no fucking shit. They're not gonna put that in the movie. This movie is supposed to be like a kids musical. They're not gonna talk about how he like hated.
The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman,
That's
yeah.
what it's
Or how he stole money from people and shit like that. It's like, no one wants to see that in a kid's musical, you know? So, that's where I find they just take something like that is irrelevant to the movie and then bitch about it for the rest of the movie or rest of their video. I don't like it.
You do you, man.
Oh, man. But speaking of new movies coming out, Incredibles 2 is finally out after 15 or 14 years of waiting. And I haven't seen it yet, but Rotten Tomatoes is giving it 92%.
Really?
Yeah.
94.
Actually, I want to see it.
I want to see it so bad because my biggest fear for it was there's going to be way too much hype that by the time it got out, it was just not going to live up to it. I just thought it was going to be bad.
Dude, I'm not going to say what it was, but I saw a comment and it spoiled it. And if it did, then it actually would be a good movie.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's very vague,
Yeah.
but I did hear it's a good movie.
Oh.
I always see movies way too late, but like I want to see it before I would start spoiling it on the gram.
Dude, that's the scary thing. Oh my gosh, with Infinity War, you just
Like
have
a
to like...
minefield. Field out
Infinity
there.
War, I was seeing all those memes with like the people fading away, and I was like, what is this?
What is this? What does this mean? I almost spoiled it for myself too by watching a movie review. And
Why would you?
I know. Well, at first I didn't care, but then like right at the beginning they're like, holy shit, they actually did it. And then I'm like, fuck, you know what? I actually might watch this movie, so I don't want to know what they actually did. So I just clicked out of it. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm excited for Incredibles 2. I don't know why it took them so long, though,
Yeah.
to make this movie.
And actually, interestingly enough, apparently it starts right after the first movie, where usually in a movie like that takes place, like in like Toy Story 3, that was like 10 years after the second movie. So it should be good to see. I'm excited.
Yeah. Actually, one of my buddies mentioned one big thing about Incredibles 2 is if you look at the animation in the first one, it's a very kind of unrealistic where they move around a lot and they're very fast motions that don't look realistic. But in the new Incredibles, they do a lot more smoother flows.
Okay.
And some people are complaining about that, going, "Oh, let's take it away from how Incredibles should feel." But I don't agree with that. I think it's smart of them to kind of upgrade it to this much more realistic feel. But what do you guys think?
That's stupid. Like, you're not going to purposely make your movie slightly shittier quality so it's authentic, right?
But did they make it worse?
No, they made... Because if you watch the first Incredibles, the movements they would make are very fast. They're very, like, beyond our ability.
Yeah.
And it's not so much that it was not as good, it's just that's the style they did. That was the cartoony style.
Yeah.
But now they've changed it from that style to a much more
Okay.
realistic style. And some people think, oh, they're kind of fading away from what Incredibles are. But in my opinion, that wasn't a key part of Incredibles. It was the story, it was the
story's
characters.
pretty dope. I haven't seen it in years, but...
Dude, honestly, that story is fucking dope about how the heroes are becoming outlawed because people just don't fucking like them anymore because they can just sue them. Like that was fucking crazy to me as a kid.
it's actually low key. Like,
Was that the one? Is that the movie where the guy who tries to kill himself?
oh yeah,
and then he
saves
sues.
them, and then he sues Mr. Incredible for fucking saving his life. Like that's actually the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I guess-
Mr. Incredible like goes up the building and he's like ready to go, and then he saves him, and then he shoots. Yeah.
It's like, I'll see you in court.
I'll see you. Yeah. Man.
But in terms of that, like, I don't have a big issue with this strictly because it's like a cartoon movie. I'm not watching it because I want to see epic, authentic action scenes, right? Mm-hmm. Like, for me, I'm more worried about like the characters remain consistent and it's just still being like a fun movie, right? But what do you think, Caleb?
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
I'm excited to watch
Awesome. Are you excited about the new Jurassic World?
I don't know. The first one was kind of a bust.
Yeah, that's what I said. Dave liked it.
I liked it.
I didn't think it was bad, but it was kind of a bust.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do you think it was a
live up to
bust?
it definitely didn't live up to the hype.
You guys are gonna think Dan hates everything again, but I thought that movie was fucking terrible. I thought it was the worst, man. It was so stupid. When they had the clicker for the raptors, he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then later, like, you remember the raptors? Like, how Chris Pratt would, like, control them with, like, one of those dog clickers.
Okay, that kind of makes sense, though.
Like, okay, at first it made sense. But then later on in the movie, like, the T-Rex is gonna eat, like, Chris Pratt or something, and then the raptors come to save him. It's like, what? That doesn't make sense.
That actually was, like, a good part of the movie.
No, bro, that was so cheesy. It wasn't even funny.
Dude.
That broke Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was never about that corny ass shit, man.
No, but Jurassic, it's set, like, way after. Like, it's supposed to be more futuristic. And they're supposed to be, like, modernizing their way with the animals. But, like, the Indominus Rex thing was kind of dumb. How it was, like, so OP that they didn't even know that it camouflaged.
Yeah.
in his, like, tiny-ass thing. And then I was frustrated. Like, it was pretty stupid the way that it ended. How it was, like, conveniently, like, 12 hours after the outbreak, they're the only, like, 4 people. Somehow it's the kids and then the main other 2 characters.
Okay.
And then, like, the T-Rex goes in this massive battle and you think it's going to be heroic, and then the T-Rex just, like, gets destroyed.
That was funny.
And then it gets up and you think there's gonna be like something epic happening, like someone's gonna have to sacrifice himself, and then that big ass water thing just like finishes the whole movie.
And then they're just like, oh, everything's good now. It's like, no, there's a giant fucking water dragon.
There's a giant water dragon
on the
that's
loose.
just ate Indominus Rex. Like, if that thing gets out, and everyone's getting sued.
Okay. Can I
Definitely,
raise a
like, at least
counterpoint?
100 people died.
Okay, Jurassic World, they were fun movies, okay? they're not supposed to be super realistic. Like the thing with that movie, what I'm looking for in it is just to have super fun special effects. You know, lots of crazy shit happening. They delivered it. They had all those small dinosaurs just shitting on people and stuff.
Yeah, that was like savage though.
Yeah, that
People
was
were dying.
nuts. Like
who's gonna pay?
Remember
the
that one scene where like one of the dinosaurs picks up a person, right?
Yeah, that was
flying
that was
away
the
with
nanny.
it, and then like a melodon comes out of nowhere. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
savage.
honestly though, that was nothing compared to the first Jurassic Parks. Like when the guy's sitting on the toilet, he's like, "Oh shit!" And then the T-Rex comes, rips off the outhouse, and then like grabs the guy from on the toilet.
Yeah.
That was cool. They never had that in Jurassic World. It was very PG again.
I thought they had lots of crazy scenes.
No,
Like the
not
one I was just talking about.
Jurassic Park was like an intense drama though. There was like that was just all about like intense dinosaurs, blah blah blah. But Jurassic World is like more of a modern comedy with a little bit of dinosaur on the side.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're
And
ruining
Mercedes-Benz
every single
ad-
type of these
advertisements.
movies. Oh my gosh. They ruin all of these movies by making them comedic now, you know? Like every movie now has to be funny. You can't ever just have a serious movie anymore because all they care about is making money, and they know that more people will watch a comedy than they'll watch an intense movie, you know? Because that's all they care
Still
about.
intense.
Did you really have the same like anxious anxiety that you got out of the first like Jurassic
I saw
Park?
the Jurassic Park like 10 years ago.
Watch them
With
again and watch with Aaron.
Yeah, that's I remember.
Dude, freaking Aaron! Shout out Aaron.
Shout out Aaron.
He's definitely listening.
He's definitely listening. But yeah, but like in the first Jurassic Parks, there's this one scene where the kids are hiding in the kitchen and there are raptors like going around. And it is so intense, but you never get those scenes anymore because it's too intense for audiences nowadays. So they have
Kind
to
of had the same thing.
not nearly to the same degree.
It just wasn't as intense because the way the movie went, it wasn't that intense. But they still had those same scenes. It just wasn't like you didn't ever think that someone was gonna die, like one of the main characters.
There was definitely a predictability factor to
You
it.
never thought that the main four characters were gonna die.
Yeah,
I think
Like the helicopter guy died, the boss man that just like
Yeah.
drove the helicopter into the like ground or whatever. I
yeah,
don't
but
remember.
that again, that was predictable because they made him so evil that was like, oh,
Yeah.
well, he's probably gonna be the one to die, you know, because he was the bad guy.
But you could also see him like maybe just like escaping, just like flying away. And never
I mean, it was a 50-50.
that would have also been something evil to do to just dip out.
Yeah.
another issue I had with the Jurassic World, I'm kind of coming around to your side actually. Like I might be wrong. Is that like there was so many dinosaurs? Like there was that crazy OP one. There was the Megalodon. That there's constant action going on. And it's almost like it overrides the movie. While in Jurassic Park, you have like the T-Rex, you have that one that kills the fat dude.
Yeah.
And it's like it's
that
more
was
it's
like
more
the Raptors, wasn't it? Wasn't it a raptor?
No, it's this one weird dinosaur that like flaps
Oh,
out
yeah,
his
I
thing.
remember that.
And but see, that moment was so intense because he's like doing all that shit.
it has more of a
and he
Jaws
sees it.
feel to it. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you don't like when a dinosaur comes, you're like, oh shit! Wow, Jurassic World, the whole movie is just dinosaurs, right?
But also in Jurassic World, like the first one, Bryce Dallas Howard, who played Claire, you know, the redheaded chick that was,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
with Chris Pratt or whatever.
Yeah.
When she was running away from the T-Rex, like faster than the T-Rex in heels, running away. I'm like, what the fuck? How is she winning this battle? Like she's just like,
But
like
she was also like running with the torch though.
yeah.
Like she wasn't really the target.
Wasn't she the prime target with the torch? Because she's like, hey, look over here. In the old Jurassic Parks, if that person had a torch, she would have been eaten within 20 seconds.
Okay, but
Guaranteed.
You're giving a lot of like hate to the new movies because the old movies. To be fair, like that was when movies were starting to get really, really big, and like stuff like new movies were coming. And if you did Jurassic World, or Jurassic Park, like when it came out, it was supposed to be like an intense dinosaur movie, but Jurassic World is just more like that. Like it's supposed to be more of a next time.
Like, like more of a PG movie.
More of a PG movie.
Yeah, but that's my problem though. Is every single movie genre is
Okay.
becoming PG, and I think it's.
What about
ruining-
horror? What about horror?
Horror is just that's its own thing. Let's not bring that.
What
into
about Paranormal Activity?
Paranormal Activity's always been shit. Well, okay,
Still
It's-
horror.
It's fun to watch.
I was scared when I watched it.
Dude, I love. Okay, I say it's shit, but in actuality, I actually love to watch it because like there are a lot of things that are like, what? Okay.
I hate watching those movies.
I love the intensity. A Quiet Place.
Yeah, did you ever watch Quiet
okay.
Place?
I only like horror movies that have a good plot. Like Paranormal Activity doesn't have a plot; it's just some dude carrying around camera and like demons and shit. But like,
so scary.
yeah, that would be me. I'd just be like, I gotta go home. I'd just hop on a flight. Like they can't get me in the air.
Yeah.
But
Plane comes down.
The ones that the horror movies that I liked were like It and A Quiet Place. But that's like the only ones. I've seen with
Dude,
good
Quiet
plot.
Place was so good. I would say that was more of a thriller though than a horror movie. Because
Same thing, bro.
Man, what's the difference?
Yeah.
okay, technically with horror movies, I think it's more like jump scares and stuff like that. But with Quiet Place, it was more like thriller and like you're always on the edge of your seat.
Definitely
'cause you're
had jump
scared.
scares.
It had
Like
a few.
that time when she steps on the nail.
Oh no! I saw that coming.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah.
the
It was a jump scare when she pulled up the nail. When she did it, I was on the edge of my seat for the rest of the movie.
And then when her daughter walks down the stairs again, and like the nail's still up, and everyone's like, "Yo, is she gonna step on the fuck?" And she didn't though. But like, it just creates so much drama from just someone walking down the stairs.
Yeah, that was a. But see, that wasn't PG. There weren't fucking ha 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 moments throughout the whole movie.
It's a different
why
genre,
That is
man.
not fair, dude. You can't even say that.
Okay.
You can't compare that to an Avengers movie. Like,
Okay.
seriously, get
You know what?
it.
Yeah,
Shut
you know
up.
what? Okay, that's fine. Hey, relax. But yeah, that. All right. Okay. After all those heated debates, let's go to sports again with the North America winning the World Cup's hosting bid in 2026. You excited about
I
that?
got it on my calendars.
Oh
I hate
man.
soccer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you been watching World Cup at all? Yeah.
I watched half the game today.
I don't mind playing soccer. Like I'll play any sport, but like
Athlete.
just watching it is just like after you watch like basketball, like hockey, like that's what I watch, and then you watch soccer or football, like it's so slow.
Yeah. I find
It's
okay.
boring.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never been a huge fan of football, just because I find it so. Well, not I find it is so. Go stop. That's kind of hard to stay interested when
Yeah.
all the time it's stopping. It's like, oh Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of stupid that we have it in North America because Canada never even did Canada even qualify this
They'll
year?
never be true contenders.
So
Maybe
we're-
Mexico. I don't know.
Canada has qualified once for the World Cup, and in that
Ever.
World Cup final, yeah, they did not score a single goal.
Oh my gosh.
In the world, what?
Dude, that's gonna be so embarrassing in Toronto when like the Canadian team comes out, we're like, woo, and then they get their
Dude,
asses
there
handed.
isn't going to be that many like Canadian. Like,
That's-
everyone. Like you drive down,
Yeah.
just drive down a street, there'll be like flags of other teams.
Yeah,
Like we're really, there's a lot of diversity in,
Yeah.
in
Like-
Toronto, especially.
well, that's the thing too that doesn't really make sense. Where we live, everyone cheers for other teams because
no one's
Canada's
gonna cheer for Team Canada.
yeah, fuck team.
Like I didn't like.
And also, like, the loyalty of the fans of the other countries is so strong. Like, I was watching Brazil Switzerland today, and it was at least like 70% Brazil fans going to fucking Russia
Yeah.
for the World Cup.
That they care so much more. But maybe that's what's kind of cool about Canada. Why it might work is there might not be any Team Canada fans, but there'll be lots of fans of like Canadians cheering for kind of like their home countries almost.
Yeah.
Because where I live,
Oh, yeah.
it's Portugal. Team Portugal throughout all of Cambridge, bro. All you see is Portuguese flags.
Really? I didn't know that.
And every time they win a game, you'll hear like meh, 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 and then, like someone driving down the road with a Portuguese flag.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
actually hilarious. But yeah, okay, maybe it'll work in that way. But I mean, I just
It's not even going to be
Or
really...
even
Yeah.
us. Like we're Dutch. Like nobody I know cheers for Canada.
yeah, they cheer for.
Everybody cheers for Netherlands.
We
Yeah.
didn't even qualify this
That's
year.
because Netherlands is badass though when it comes to soccer, aren't they?
We didn't qualify
We
this
didn't
year.
qualify.
But we were in the semis in 2014. I think we made the...
We made the finals. They made the
We made
finals.
the finals
and
in
they
2010.
Lost, they lost to
to Spain.
Germany or
We lost to
something.
Spain in the finals in 2010, and
Oh,
in
wow.
2014 we lost in the semis to Argentina.
Yeah. See, for me, if I cheer for Ukraine, they're kind of in the same boat as Canada, where the only reason they qualified was because they were hosting it. I think they hosted it last time. Actually, it was like Ukraine and.
I think it was in Brazil last time.
Which,
It was in Rio, I remember.
Yeah.
No,
No,
but-
that was the Olympics.
No,
Yeah.
the Olympics and the World Cup were in Rio.
Ukraine hosted
Oh,
some
yeah.
sort of soccer competition.
Maybe the under 18s.
I mean,
Maybe it was like
honestly,
this
probably. They're too
Maybe
busy.
women's soccer.
Yeah, maybe. Whoa,
Seriously,
whoa.
man?
I think
What's wrong with
Canada.
women's?
I think Canada hosted a women's World Cup actually.
Canada won women's.
Yeah, because Canada is actually good when it comes
They
to
have that
women's
really good
soccer.
person. I forget her name is the captain.
Christine
Yeah.
St. Clair.
Whoa, I didn't know.
I was
that.
actually thinking Sinclair, but I felt like that was wrong.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I mean, you know what? You know why? Because Canadians are not sexist. We realize that we should put our faith in our women's soccer team because our men suck. All right, so
Yeah.
fuck them. Let's just stick with the women's soccer team, and also our women's hockey team seems to be better than our men's hockey team now, like in the Olympics. 'Cause-
It's always been that way.
No,
Our
not when
Canadian-
NHL
No.
players can
Yeah,
play.
but they've won the last 4 gold medals.
Our men's team is like really good.
Not anymore. Not for the Olympics.
Dude,
Last year,
what
bro.
about Crosby?
Yeah, no, dude. But ever since NHL players aren't allowed, so last Olympics,
Oh.
you saw how weak Canada is
No
without
one
its
gives a
NHL
crap
player.
about that stuff now that NHL players aren't allowed,
Yeah,
though.
that's
But,
so
like,
true, though.
But like, there's like, isn't there another competition that they're just like separating?
The World Championships.
yeah,
Yeah, but nobody cares about that either, though.
yeah.
But like Canada is still like the one year when there was the women's team and it was like the semis. It was the semis or the finals, and they were down like 3-0.
Finals.
3-0.
They were down 2-0 in the third period.
In 2-0 in the third period, and we were watching in Miss Arthur's religion class.
Oh,
And then they
yeah.
came back.
Yeah,
Remember that?
I was watching
and
that
they came
too.
back and it was so hype.
I remember James picked me up. It was very strange.
It was so hype when they won.
Oh man, yeah.
Like women's is good, but I'd say men's is equal, like on a skill level to the sport.
Well, if we want to look at actual results, the women have won the gold. They won silver the last Olympics.
Yeah, that was
they,
about
they've
it.
won gold every year except for 1998. Over the past like 20 years or so.
Which is actually so sick that our women's team is so strong. Like
Yeah.
that. I don't get why we haven't officially changed the Canadian national sport to hockey. Like, why is it still lacrosse? No one gives a shit
Lacrosse
about
is
lacrosse.
Because of the Native Americans, man.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't.
Straight up, that's probably why.
No one gives a crap.
yeah.
Like no one
Well-
actually cares about it.
Like-
it's a sport that was like that is from our like back like it was created in our country, right? So maybe that's why we call it a national sport. 'cause
Basketball
we-
was created in Canada.
Well,
Basketball was created.
no,
in
it was
Canada?
created by someone who's from Canada in the United States.
No, he was created by a Canadian in Canada.
Okay.
Ooh.
Look it up.
Ooh. Ooh.
Did a kinesiology project though.
Damn.
Oh, did you?
yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh wow.
But he was okay.
Actually,
You know what? That's we need more Canadian basketball teams in the NBA. I honestly
He
think
wrote
that.
the original basketball rulebook and founded the University of Kansas basketball program.
So that doesn't mean because
Well,
he founded the program
Okay.
later on.
Okay. You know what? We don't need to talk.
It doesn't
about
matter
this.
who wrote that book. Like,
No, I'm
he's
saying-
Canadian.
he was-
it
he was doing
originated
it-
in Canada.
All I know is that Professor Naismith
He was born in Canada.
That doesn't mean he created in Canada.
It doesn't matter on what soil he was standing on in Canada.
Yes, it
it's
does.
a Canadian sport.
Not- just because someone's from Canada makes it.
He lives in Canada. He lives in Canada, makes basketball, goes to the United States and makes it big. No one, if you have a sport, no one's gonna make it big in Canada when you are right beside the United States.
That's true.
If it's a score sport like basketball
Yeah.
was,
Okay.
you're not gonna be like, all right, Toronto, like all the population of 7 people at the time, like let's make this sport. When you can go down to like anywhere in the United States and it'll be a national sport.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying, even if it was made in Canada, it was in the United States where it grew and became popular and stuff. I would say that basketball is more of an American sport because
It's an American sport now because it has 30 teams or 30 teams like next year. Now that it has, because
But there wasn't even a Canadian franchise until the 90s in the NBA, right? It was an
Yeah.
American league.
but it's an American league. But I'm just saying that basketball originated from Canada.
okay.
Okay, I think that's a fair thing to say. But I wouldn't say, like, if you ask a Canadian, like, oh, what do you think of basketball? American.
Oh yeah, but nobody knows that it's.
Yeah.
Same thing with lacrosse.
Oh my gosh, we need to spread this through the podcast. Everyone must know. And start a Twitter trend, #basketball is Canadian.
It's not though.
Okay. Well,
man.
hashtag basketball was created. All this on
Created
one
by
big
a
hashtag.
Canadian.
It wasn't created in Canada. I literally just looked on his
Created by
Wikipedia
a
page, and
Canadian.
he said he created it when he was an instructor.
A Canadian.
Canadian American. It says he's a Canadian American.
Dude, it doesn't. A Canadian.
He was
He's literally a
First
Canadian.
played Springfield, Massachusetts. That's
He
in
is
the United
literally
States.
a Canadian. He's literally a Canadian.
Just
He's a
'cause you-
Canadian American because he got an American citizenship like later on. He was born like he is Canadian and he
Okay.
made basketball just because he was in America.
Okay, we can agree to disagree.
All right. People comment down below. Do you believe basketball is Canadian or American?
I think it's American. I just think it's created by a Canadian, but apparently it's not.
You just said it was a Canadian.
I said the guy was Canadian.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. I'm not in this argument, but
Shut up!
from the outside standpoint, let me talk. I
I'm
think
just gonna disagree with everything.
basketball is. I think basketball is technically Canadian, but I'd say it's more or less. It's like now it's been pretty much transferred into American because although it was created by a Canadian,
It grew in America.
It grew in America.
I created by a Canadian American.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's-
he was
that-
only Canadian.
Yeah. All
He
right.
made it.
I think that's a good place to end the podcast. Quite a few conflicting ideas here. Comment down below. We're gonna probably start tallying up votes for who's right if you comment down below.
Yeah.
So tune in next time and we'll give you the results if anyone
I'm
comments.
gonna make 5 different burners.
Dude, I'm gonna make like 20 accounts just to say I was right.